really bad, yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Babu Nahi Anil Hadith Bikulli Ma Sami'a. The chapter of prohibition with regards to narrating or relating everything that he hears. وحدثنا عبيد الله بن معاذ الأنبري حدثنا أبي وحدثنا محمد بن مسنى حدثنا عبد الرحمن بن مهدي قال حدثنا شعبة عن حبيب بن عبد الرحمن عن حفص بن عاصم عن أبي هريرة قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كفى بالمرء كذبا أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. Narrated from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, it is sufficient for a person to be considered a liar if he relates everything which he hears. Hmm? Don't worry. It comes like that. Later on in it comes the one with Hafs ibn Asim from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And then it comes with Hafs from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Alright, they'll have a discussion with that later. حدثنا أبو بكر بن أبي شيبة حدثنا علي بن حفص حدثنا شعبة عن حبيب بن عبد الرحمن عن حفص بن عاصم عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بمثل ذلك. وحدثنا يحيى بن يحيى أخبرنا هشيم عن سليمان التيمي عن أبي عثمان النهدي قال قال عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه بحسب المرء من الكذب أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. That the consideration of a person to be a liar is sufficient that he just narrates everything that he hears. وحدثني أبو طاهر أحمد بن عمر بن عبد الله بن عمر بن صرح قال أخبرنا بن وهب قال قال لي مالك اعلم أنه ليس يسلم رجل حدث بكل ما سمع ولا يكون إماما أبدا وهو يحدث بكل ما سمع. So he says that now that a person is not safe, that he narrates everything that he hears. وَلَا يَكُونُ إِمَامًا أَبَدًا, and that he cannot be taken as an imam ever. Alright? You'll see now what they mean. وَيُحَدِّثُ بِكُلِّ مَا سَمِعَ. If he relates everything that he hears. حدثنا محمد بن المثنى قال حدثنا عبد الرحمن قال حدثنا سفيان عن أبي إسحاق عن أبي الأحوص عن عبد الله قال بحسب المرء من الكذب أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. Sufficient for the person to be known as a liar or considered a liar that he relates everything which he hears. وحدثنا محمد بن المثنى قال سمعت عبد الرحمن بن مهدي يقول لا يكون رجل إماما يقتدى به حتى يمسك عن بعد ما سمع. So there's some type of explanation. He says that a man cannot be considered an imam who is followed, right? Who is followed, a majid or scholar, etc. Right? Who is followed, not only followed in salah, followed in terms of these fiqh or rulings taking from him. Yuqtada bihi, followed, hatta yumsika an ba'di ma sami'a, until he refrains from some of those things which he hears, refrains from repeating it. حدثنا يحيى بن يحيى أخبرنا عمر بن علي بن مقدم عن سفيان بن حسين قال سألني إياس بن معاوية فقال إني أراك قد كلفت بعلم القرآن. He says that indeed I see you have been entrusted the knowledge of Quran. فقرأ علي سورة. So read to me a surah. وفسر حتى أنظر فيما علمت. And then give the explain it to me so I can see what you know. قال ففعلت, so I done it. فقال لي, so he said to me احفظ علي ما أقول لك. So he says preserve what I am going to say to you. إياك والشناعة في الحديث. Yeah, because in hadith فإنه كلما حملها أحد إلا ذل في نفسه. He says that because somebody would narrate a hadith that he would only harm himself. فَكُذِّبَ فِي حَدِيثِهِ, and we have been known to be untruthful in his speech. وحدثنا أبو طاهر وحرملة بن يحيى قال أخبرنا ابن وهب قال أخبرني يونس عن ابن شهاب عن عبيد الله بن عبد الله بن عتبة أن عبد الله بن مسعود قال ما أنت بمحدث قوما حديثا لا يبلغ عقولهم إلا كان لبعضهم فتنة. He said that sometimes the people they will narrate hadith, but it will only be that they are causing fitna. So in the sharaf, we only do everything. We wanted to only do certain parts of it. So here they say, let's just read some more. وفي خبيب بن عبد الرحمن بن حفص بن عاصم قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كفى بالمرء كذبا أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. وفي تاريخ الآخر عن خبيب أيضا عن مسعود رضي الله عنه بحسب المرء من كذب أن يحدث بكل ما سمع. وفي غير ذلك من نحو. وأما الثاني فخبيب الضمير وتكلم في آخر الفصل بيانه وأنه ليس في صحيح خبيب في معجم إلا ثلاثة. That's what came before. We spoke about Khubay before, right? وفيه شيء بضم الهاء وهو ابن بشير السلمي وسيدي أبو معاوية. اتفق أهل العصر وفمن بعدهم على جلالته وكثرة حفظه وإتقانه وصيانته. So he says that the people of his time and even those who came after him, they agreed, right? Like in his how good he was, and in his great memory that he had, and his piety, Wakana mudallisan. However, he was a mudallis, right? وقد قال في روايته هنا, and he said with regards to his riwayat here, عن سليمان التيمي وقد قدمنا في الفصول عن المدلس إذا قال عن. This is before we have spoken about the mudallis when he uses the term an. Alright? So an in general doesn't indicate that the person is a mudallis. The person has to be a mudallis first, and then you take care or take note if he is narrating with the word an. So he says, لا يحتاج به إلا أن يثبت سماعه من جهة أخرى. So he says that we won't use his narration as a proof unless in another place it is confirmed that he definitely heard from this person. وأن ما كان في صحيح من ذلك فمقبول على ثبوت سماعه في جهة أخرى وهذا منه. We say that if it comes in the Sahih, right, then it is like to say it like it's to be understood that his hearing from this person has been confirmed in another place. وهذا منه, and this is one of those instances when it is being narrated from him with the term an. وأما فقه الإسناد فهكذا وقع في طريق الأول في حفص عن النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام مرسلا، فإن حفصا تابعي. وفي الطريق الثاني عن حفص عن أبي هريرة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم متصلا. Right? That was your question to ask before. Fiqh al-Isnad. It comes in the first that Hafs narrates directly from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says this hadith is mursal. Alright? But if Hafs was a tabi, alright, and in the second sanad, he is narrating from Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhum, from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says this sanad will be considered muttasil. Alright? You remember what is mursal and muttasil. Mursal, a tabi narrates directly from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, talking a sahaba. Muttasil means it goes right through tabi, sahaba, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? فالطريق الأول رواه المسلم من رواية معاذ وعبد الرحمن ibn Mahdi كلاهما عن شعبة. So Muslim brings it from Mu'adh and Abdul Rahman and Mahdi, and both of them from Shu'bah. Right? كذلك رواه الغندر عن شعبة فأرسله. And Gundar also narrates from Shoaib in a Mursal hadith. فالطريق الثاني عن علي بن حفص عن شعبة قال الدارقطني. The second one is that Ali ibn Hafs and Shoaib. And then Daraqutni says As-Sawab Mursal and Shoaib. He says what is the correct view is that the narration that is going through Hafs and Shoaib, it is a Mursal hadith. كما رواه معاذ وابن مهدي وغندر. قلت وقد رواه أبو داود في سنن أيضا مرسلا ومتصلا ورواه مرسلا عن حفص بن عمر الأميري عن شعبة ورواه متصلا من رواية علي بن حفص. Right? Because Abu Dawud brings it in his Sunan. He brings both narration. He brings it as a mursal and a muttasil. Right? What we're getting to here is so yeah. So if it has been confirmed that it has been narrated muttasilan wa mursalan, fal amal ala annahu muttasil. If it narrated in both ways, narration that is mursal and the narration that is muttasil, then what would be correct is to act upon it as though it is a muttasil. Understand? Understand and accept it to be muttasil. Right? This is going to be what the whole thing was like when they say Saheeh li ghairi, right? One is corroborating the other one, or one is strengthening the other one. Right? So instead of keeping it as a mursal, it will be considered as a muttasil. Right? هذا هو الصحيح الذي قاله الفقهاء وأصحاب الأصول وجماعة من أهل الحديث لا يزول كون الأكثرين رواه مرسلا فإن وصل زيادة من الثقة وهي مقبولة. This is the correct view. The fuqaha, ashab al-usul, and jamaat min ahl al-hadith, they are of this opinion. And it says that even if most of it is narrated as mursal, because the wasl, as long as that wasl is a ziyada min al-thiqah, right? As long as the one that is muttasil, in that who is narrating it is someone who is thiqah. Why? Because of the ruling that we done before. الزيارة ثقة مقبولة. Right? As long as the thiqah, if he makes a ziyarah, then it will be accepted. And that is come also before. Hmm. I can't hear you. Muttasil. When they are saying this, if you get one sanad that is mursal, right? It's saying, like in your kitab, they saying exactly the same thing in both hadith, isn't it? So the hadith as a whole is muttasil. A mursal chain will stay a mursal chain, isn't it? There's no way to change it, right? However, looking at the hadith holistically, it will be a muttasil hadith. Understand? Hmm? If you don't understand, ask the question. Okay. If you have a hadith, right? Especially in this instance, right? It's the same tabi narrating from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the same tabi that is narrating from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Alright? So it says that as long as he is a sikha, right? That addition is accepted. Okay? The condition is yeah, then it will be accepted. So you have in the study of the hadith, alright? You're studying the chain. Who's tikka, who's not tikka. Alright? Did he hear from this person? Didn't he hear from this person? Right? So one hadith where he is narrating from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they consider that chain mursal. Right? They consider the other chain muttasil. Right? However, when you are speaking about the hadith, you will refer to it as muttasil, even though there are other chains that are mursal. Alright? Then they bring that ruling that if it's something that is a yara from a sikha, then it will be accepted. Because a sikha is somebody that won't lie, isn't it? Okay? That is what they are referring. They're not saying the mursal chain will also now be muttasil. It will be considered under muttasil, yeah, because it is coming somewhere else, right? But if you're studying this thing alone, this hadith alone, then that chain will be mursal. But together it will be considered as muttasil. Okay. Um, okay. Start the next chapter tomorrow, inshallah. باب النهي عن رواية عن الضعفاء والاحتياج في تحملها. The prohibition of narrating from those weak narrators or people who are weak, and the precaution in carrying their hadith or relating their saying. Subhanallah. Well, listen, you should.